Addictions are not all created equal. No, wait, hear me out. Let's say you have an addiction to sex. Your 16-year-old self just raised your hand and said, yes, please sign me up. Well, I can guarantee that Aline Nordegren and Sandra Bullock can tell you all about how that addiction destroys families. Then there are groups like Al-Anon and Alateen for families of alcoholics. But if you have a food addiction, you're told to have better self-control. And in fact, a lot of food addicts have enablers rather than support systems. Well, while we're on that, I'm gonna apologize for getting salty last week in a short. There was a video posted by Winnie B. LV, who stated that when she was going for a weigh-in, she posted a weigh-in video and was told that she wouldn't need Ozempic or GLP-1s if she just had self-control. In all honesty, that really triggered me because my self-control's on point. And I'll get to that in just a few minutes. But my relationship with food and childhood PTSD due to my mom's unhealthy obsession with weight and her own childhood PTSD has made it so I have been on a yo-yo diet most of my life. I finally had to put my foot down with my mother so that she's not allowed to talk about my weight anymore. But unfortunately, with all this misinformation and fear-mongering going on about GLP-1 medications, I needed to say something. Because, there is, let's see, sorry, I have notes. Naltrexone for alcoholics and methadone for opioid addictions. And the first formal medical assisted treatments for substance abuse was actually started in the 1800s, but established in the 1930s in the US. So what if we started to look at GLP-1 medications as treatments for food addiction rather than strictly vanity or weight loss? Would they be more accepted then? Now, what I was saying previous about my self-control being on point, I can tell you that I used to be a heavy drinker, and I would drink anywhere from a quarter to a half a bottle or a half of a fifth of tequila a night in tequila sunrises. And on June 12th, 2018, I was having a heated discussion with my then 15-year-old son, who I finally was tired of him being a 15-year-old boy, and I asked him, what was it going to take for him to stop being an a-hole? And he looked me dead in the face and said, for you to quit drinking. And I said, done. That was over 6 years ago. I have not had a drop of alcohol since. Unfortunately, food is different because we need food to survive. Now, withdrawal may be feeling like dying at times, but starvation is real. And it takes between 8 and 12 days for starvation to actually kill somebody. And that's if you're a healthy person. Whereas most people probably aren't considered healthy enough to fast for a week or longer. Society needs to treat food addictions just like they treat other addictions, with care and support instead of mockery and judgment. We have new tools to help us, to help with the symptoms of food addictions in the form of these GLP-1 medications, which is better for everyone in the long run. I'm proud to be on a GLP-1. I've been on some form of either semaglutide or tirzepatide since August of last year, and I am now down 70 pounds. But that's only because I took the first steps in treating my addiction to food. And if we all look at it that way, then maybe we can think that addiction really is addiction, and there are ways to treat it, and we should look at wanting to help people and not just say, well, they need to lose weight, or they needed to have self-control, or just stop eating. If you lived in my skin and dealt with the things that I've dealt with, or anybody who has any kind of addiction, you would understand that self-control is not always the option. But medications that help seek treatment, should be applauded, not mocked, denigrated, put down, or told that they should do things without the tools that they're given by their doctor. Now, I'm not a doctor, and this is not medical opinion, but I can tell you that GLP-1s have worked for me. They've worked for thousands of other people. And if we just practice compassion, life would be so much better for everybody. Please definitely think about, how you treat people. And if this is something that you want to talk to me about, comment, I'll get back to you. I can tell you more about my journey. And definitely think about subscribing, because Tuesday Truths are definitely a thing and will be going forward. And I hope you have a great rest of your day.